All right. So, so we have in this person that you're talking to, there's an imaginary meter as we are overcoming objections. And we want to make sure that we don't go over the red line. Okay. This is the fight or flight meter. As soon as we get really, this is the red zone where we got really salesy, or we said something that they didn't like. We have to stay in this range here as much as possible. So the questions are to keep them below fight or flight. A driver will hang up on you. They'll get rude with you. An amiable person will just say, no, thank you very much. I'm not interested. Okay. So now that you know that I've got to keep them below this line. So my questions that I'm asking have to be safe enough that they don't leave me. Okay. So let's do that. All right. So what would that be? I already have an agent. This is me. So bear with me. I'm not sure if they're telling me the truth because I don't believe anybody. Maybe it's because I was born in the Bronx, whatever, but I don't believe anything anybody says. So now I have to validate that this is the truth. I don't know it's the truth. So now I'm going to but as we do this, to keep them in this area here, I have to agree with them to a certain point so they don't feel like I'm taking them into the red zone or that they now react in a way that's fight or flight. So I already have an agent. First of all, oh, great. That's great. Okay. So I don't want to come across telling them that they're dumb. I don't want to make them feel like they made a mistake. I want to now bring up a logical statement or question. And then I want to leave. So let's go back with a bunch of these things. There's a lot that I want to tell you here. So we're going to leave some type of logical statement. We got to agree. And then I also want to probably put in something called a curiosity bomb in the conversation. How am I going to learn all this, Bill? Well, you just take your time. You'll get it. Okay. So now I got to agree. I've got to make a logical statement or ask a logical question. And involved in that is some type of curiosity of what I do. And remember, some of the curiosities is talking about my seller advantage program. Okay. And you don't have to call your listing that, but it's important that you have a name for your seller, your listing process. Ideal agent who's now on television, all they're doing is telling everybody how and I forgot the name of it again. They have a name for their way of getting you to list with them. They have a program. So we have a program. I like the seller advantage program. So I'm going to give you some options. Now, the more that I'm able to freestyle in the conversation, meaning that I don't have to sound so structured, it sounds more natural. So I go, hey, great. No, that's fantastic. I'm glad you have an agent. Let me ask you this question. Doesn't it make sense to check out all your options? Okay. So doesn't it make sense to check out all your options, or you can say, or get a second opinion? Okay. Now, was that rude? Anybody, just give me your feedback. That wasn't rude. Tom says no. Was it pushy? No, I'm safe. I'm trying to keep it down. I'm trying to keep it in this green zone here, man. I don't want to get above this line. So I want to keep it safe. So hopefully this is a safe question. Does it make sense to check out all your options? And the guy will says, well, yeah, but I already have this guy and all that. I have to throw in some curiosity in the conversation quickly. So the logical statement or question was, hey, does it make sense to check out all your options or even get a second opinion just to make sure that you're not missing something that would be critical in getting your house sold in this market? That's an extension to what I just said. Okay. And he's going to say yes and no or whatever. I'm going to say, well, I'd like to talk to you about my share. I like to share with you, again, a safe way of talking, share with you my seller advantage program. Okay. Or whatever you want to name your listing process. It could be your seller, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I just think seller advantage program is easy. So share with you my seller advantage program because it specifically covers 3 very important changes taking place in today's market. Again, notice I didn't say they were stupid. I'm trying to stay safe. I want to be in the green. All right. Want to be in the green. And I'm giving them a little idea about my seller advantage program. So I want to share with you my seller advantage program. There's 3 very important changes that are taking place in the market that we focus on. And I say we because I want to make it sound like there's a whole bunch of people behind me that we focus on or focusing on. Okay. So far, you guys with me on that?